Hey guys, it's Linton here from Greenbox Markets. I just want to run through the Swiss franc yen currency pair at the moment. I've been watching it for quite some time now, expecting a break of a corrective structure to the downside. So here we can see on the daily time frame that we've got this 1, 2, 3 wave structure, which is a corrective structure, and I believe we're going to see a break to the downside on this structure. Which should give us really nice targets from this point on. But let's just have a look at quickly what I'm looking at in terms of the possible trade that we can see here. So just to put it in there for you, we've got 1, 2, 3 waves, and I'm expecting the completion of the fourth to the downside. We've seen an impulse, then this being the corrective structure over here in a 1, 2, 3 wave format, and it seems to be breaking this trend to the downside at the moment. So a confirmation of that break should see the price move from there all the way down to the bottom of the structure over here, completing our fourth wave. At this point, we then need to see what the structure tells us and whether it's going to break to the downside and continue, or whether we're going to see a reversal and then some upside from here to complete our next wave, our fifth wave of this corrective structure, which would then give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, and then there we would need to see what indication we get. As things stand at the moment, I'm probably expecting to see this first option here, the break to the downside on the bigger time frame. So let's just drop down to a smaller time frame and have a look at it there quickly. I'm going to go down to the 4 hour, and on the 4 hour we can quite clearly see this impulse that I was talking about, and then this being the 1, 2, 3 wave corrective structure. So that being 1, 2, and 3. We have seen a break of this corrective structure to the downside, and what you will note is that this structure ties in with this trend line over here. Sorry, this trend line over here, and that's why I haven't drawn in the bottom line of the structure, because it ties in exactly with that trend line over there, telling me that this trade over here should be quite a comfortable position to take, and that there we're looking at roughly 250 pips, maybe 200 pips, depending on how sharply this moves to the downside. So just back to the 4 hour there, this structure breaking to the downside, we're expecting to see a move from here all the way down to the bottom of the bigger structure on the daily time frame. Judging by this impulse here, it could be a relatively quick move. We would need to see some kind of news event to drive it at that pace. Alternatively, we could see the price continue to move down in this kind of motion till it gets to that level over there, sort of following that trend that it's creating at this point in time. What am I waiting for in terms of entry? Let's have a look a little bit more closely here at what we can see in terms of entry. So that being the trend line that has broken, and what I need to see here is the formation of a structure on the 1 hour time frame in order to give me entry for this trade. So I don't simply just trade on the break of that trend line. I'm waiting for the confirmation that that break is going to hold. So over here, I'm going to wait for the price to form another little flag and then hopefully break that flag to the downside, or any form of structure that it breaks here to the downside. This over here, a break of that structure, that level there, would be confirmation, would be entry for my short down to the daily support. We can already see here that one wave has completed of this structure, so we could possibly see a move down to there and then sort of back up to around that region, giving us our 3 waves. If it doesn't break on the third, we could see a fourth and a fifth wave and then a break. So we just need to wait for that structure to confirm, break to the downside, and that would be our entry for the trade on the daily. Hope that helps you with a decent setup on this pair. It's a nice trade. We're looking at least sort of 200 pips there. So I'm waiting for this structure to complete on the 1 hour. Should do so today, and hopefully we'll get an entry on that position. Trade with care and take care. Cheers.